All right, let's see here. We are hopping on and we're live. We are live. Let me change the title here so you guys can hear me. Let's make sure you can hear me. We are, boom. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing today? Today's live stream is going to be a rant followed by me being very, very angry at people. And the reason why I'm very, very angry at people is because you guys have all been misled. You have all been horribly misled by other people and by society and by gurus online, and all of these people have misled you. So today's video will be titled, Why a Website is the Dumbest Thing You Can Do When Starting a Surplus Fund Business. ... Okay, guys, it is the dumbest thing that you can do. Literally the absolute dumbest thing that you can do. And the reason why it's so stupid is because I want you to think about something for a second. In fact, I want to show you guys this really quick. Give me 1 second here. Let's go to Google AdWords here. There's this tool on Google, okay? And it's called a keyword research tool. Basically, what it allows you to do is you can put keywords in there, and you can see how many people every single month across the world are searching for that keyword. So I'm going to put in here, let me share my screen here. I'm going to put in with you guys here, surplus fund, okay? So you guys can see exactly how many people are looking up surplus fund, okay? 4 impressions per month, okay? 4 impressions per month, okay? I mean, guys, it's ridiculously stupid, okay? It's ridiculously stupid. And so I tell you guys this because, like, for you to make a website for surplus funds when you're first getting started is the dumbest thing that you can do. And there's all these people online. First of all, there's people in my industry that sell surplus fund training that are like, you need a website. It's like, why do you need a website? First of all, is the first thing they say is, well, you need a website because it gives you credibility. Okay, how does a website give you credibility? A website does not give you credibility. Okay, depending on your website, it can give you credibility, right? But it doesn't mean that it's going to give you credibility. Okay, let me give you an example of that. There's someone in my industry right now that has a website that looks like it was built in 1997. That does not give you credibility. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. Now, assuming that most of you guys are not web developers, I'm not a web developer, but I hire them, and assuming that you don't also have a web developer you can hire, and or you're not one, you're probably going to build a website that looks like it's from 1997, which is not only is it going to not give you credibility, it's actually going to take credibility away from you, okay? That's number one. Number two is the other side of getting credibility from a website is that, okay, well, you can put successful deals that you've had on there. Well, if you're brand new to surplus funds, you don't have anything to put on the website in the first place. So what are you going to put on there? Hey, we've never done this before, but you can be our first try and hopefully it works, and then you can give us an interview and then we can have someone on here. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, okay? So if you already have clients, if you can make a website really easily, okay? But honestly, I don't even want to say that because it's a gigantic waste of time, okay? Like in our program, we give out website templates. You literally click a button, you put in your information, and boom, you have a website. It takes like 15 minutes, okay? And Jason says, don't I need a website for surplus or build a ClickFunnels funnel to validate my business legitimacy? No, not at all, Jason. Again, actually, it's funny you bring up ClickFunnels. So like our website templates we give out are through ClickFunnels. So you click a button and you have a website, okay? But it is such a gigantic waste of time. Like I cannot stress, that's why I come on here, because I'm so angry about this. I cannot stress this enough, okay? One of our students, his name is Bernie. On his first deal, he made $24,600 in profit, okay? So pretty successful, and it took him 4 months to get that deal. But it really didn't take him 4 months. It took him a month to get that deal because the first 3 months he spent getting an LLC, building a website, building a logo, like all this crap you don't need to do. You guys, you want to know what matters when you start a business? Is making money. Okay, that's what matters. Like, if your business is not making money, it doesn't matter how great your website looks. It doesn't matter, right? So if you're trying to build a website to get people to come to it naturally, that doesn't make any sense, okay? And by the way, I own surplusfund.com. I spent like $3,000 to buy that, okay? I did not buy it because I think people are going to naturally show up on my website. They're not going to, okay? Look at historical metrics here. Okay, search volume trends. So in August of 2018, 10 people searched surplus funds in the entire, let me take out this right here. I'm going to take out all of this right here. Let's look at the entire world. Okay, in the entire world, right? And by the way, the entire world, you can only help people that are within your area, right? So most of this does not even matter, okay? But you can say right here, okay, in the entire world, there was, what about 4,000 people here that searched for that. The entire world, okay? 2,400 average searches, okay, in the entire world. And by the way, unless you're qualified to work in a specific state, it really doesn't matter, right? So number one. Number two is credibility, okay? If you don't even know how to make a website, it's not gonna help you. And more important than that is, even if you like someone gives you a website or like we give you templates and something, assuming that you don't know how to manage that, which most people don't, okay? I should say most people don't. It's not very complicated, but if you're not tech savvy, it's like you're learning something that's completely not important in your business. It's like what's important in surplus funds is getting on the fucking phone and making phone calls. like we can come on here and be like, oh man, like I should make my keys over here and I should fucking read a book about surplus funds and I should get a logo design so that when I email people, I can have a nice email. Like someone emailed me this a long time ago. They're like, Spencer, how does this email footer look compared to this one? Which looks more professional? Which one will close more deals? I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, and the reason why I don't know is because I don't think about completely irrelevant things. Okay, starting off with surplus funds, if you're brand new to excess proceeds, surplus funds, state funds, tax leverages, whatever you want to call it, if you're brand new and you spend your time building a website, or even if you get one for free, like you come through us and we give them out for free, or I'm sure other programs have them, whatever. You are missing the entire point, okay? The entire point of this business is to get on the phone and call people. That's how you're gonna get deals. And if people say that they need to look at your website to make sure that you're legit, you know what that really means? That means that they don't trust you. And guess what? Have you ever been on the phone with a sales guy and you didn't trust them? And then looked at their website, instantly you're like, these guys seem legit now. I can trust these guys. No, that doesn't happen. Okay, it doesn't happen. You trust people based on whether or not they have done a good job via talking to you, okay, and they've shown you evidence, okay? Not a website, but evidence in terms of they are experts in what they're talking about, right? And that's how you trust people, right? I don't do business with people just because they have a website. In fact, a lot of people I do business with don't have websites, but they're really good at what they do. And so I'm making this rant. Let me go back in full screen here. I'm making this rant because if you can't tell, I'm a little frustrated because we get so many questions. Because I know there's another course out there that they're like, their big pitch is like, oh, we give you a website. And it's like, it's so stupid. You know what that really means? That really means that they have an affiliate program with a website creator and they want to make more money. That's what that really means. And so they're going to have you sign up for a website that you really don't need, but you're going to pay for monthly so they can make money from you monthly. That's what that fucking means. Okay. And look, I do too, but I'm not pushing that, right? I have a little button you can click and you can create your own website. It's great. But I don't think I've ever mentioned a website before unless somebody's asked me directly. And I think we briefly talk about it on our webinar again when someone asks, but like it's not even a slide. So it's just so incredibly stupid. So incredibly stupid. Anyways, that's my rant for today. You guys have any questions since I'm on here? Jason, I already answered your question. Don't I need a website? No, you do not need a website to validate your business legitimacy. Okay? You need the ability to close people on the fucking phone. That's what you need. And Jason, I'm not angry with you. I'm a little heated in the moment. Okay? Heated in the moment. Because, guys, this mistake is the reason why I'm so passionate about this. It's the exact same mistake that I made when I first started, okay? And when I first got started, it was wholesaling. And I remember, like, I was doing probates. So I would call probates. And I was so scared to make phone calls, I would find every excuse not to make phone calls and to do something else. So for instance, I'd be sitting there getting ready to make phone calls. I'd be like, well, what if they need to see a website? So let me go build a website. That'd take a week, right? And then, well, okay, I'm ready to make phone calls again. Well, what if they ask for an email? I should have a template made so I can send them the email automatically on the phone with all the information that they need. Okay, well, yeah, that's important. What else do I need? Well, I need a custom email domain so that I sound professional. Like, I can't just do Spencer at Gmail, right? I need Spencer at surplus list or Spencer at whatever, my Van Investments, whatever it was back then, okay? I need a phone headset so that I can sound clearer to people on the phone. So then I would go and I'd buy that. And it's like, well, what am I going to do when I actually get a deal? Well, let's think about it. So if I made $10,000, I'm going to go and then like 6 months go by and I haven't even made a phone call, okay? And none of that is important. So anyway, I'm very upset about this, as you can see. Anthony says, I've been following your YouTube channel for a month and a half and I'm interested in the course, but I need to get another job to get the money for the course. That is the only thing. Salute to you. Well, thank you, Anthony. And yes, it's funny, Anthony, I was on the phone with someone the other day. Actually, this was a few weeks ago now. And, there's like this entrepreneur pride now, which I don't really understand because to me, like, as an entrepreneur, like my goal is yes, it's to make enough money so I can be free. Like I don't really care about the material things. I just want to have freedom of choice. I can do anything I want, right? But more importantly than that, like my goal with entrepreneurship is to create something that is that's sustainable for a long period of time. And there's like this pride right now going on entrepreneurs, like, oh no, entrepreneurs, they don't get jobs. Entrepreneurs, they don't get they don't get any of that crap. Like it's like no. Sometimes early on you need to get a job, okay? Like I had to fund your businesses. And so, Anthony, I think that's very noble of you because there's some people that be like, I can't afford it, so I just can't be successful because I'm not willing to get a job. It's like, no, dude, because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm too good for that. It's like, that's stupid, man. Jason, I hear you. Just like wholesaling, don't need an LLC, insurance, no right. Just find sellers, call them, put on contracts. A lot of people get stuck inside their own head. Dude, 100%, Jason. I mean, literally, like, and that's why I'm just so angry and passionate about this because it's like, I just see so many beginners that come into our program or message us about our program like, well, do you see money? Or excuse me, do you see a website? Okay? And the answer to that question is nowhere. All right, guys. I'm going to put down our website down here, HTT. Let me just cruise over here, surplusfund.com. Boom. Surplusfund.com. You guys want to check it out down below. Got any more questions? I will answer a few more questions. I know, I didn't even schedule this stream. I just came on here. I was just so upset. Going once, going twice. I'm going to check my... All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Appreciate you guys' time. Appreciate you guys listening to my rant. And stop thinking about websites. It's not important. All right, guys.